Hey, I'm so excited you decided to take the pixel art challenge. I really hope you guys are able to create your pixel art images in 10 minutes or less, because I know teachers are spending way too much time on creating not only the images, but doing all the formatting. And guess what? The formatting's been done for you, so you literally will just be using the paint bucket tool. Yeah, that's right. You're just going to use the fill tool, and it's going to create your pixel art image. You don't have to touch the conditional formatting. I did all of that for you. Go out there and make your pixel art image. You got 10 minutes. That's it. All right, guys, good luck with the challenge. Hey, thank you so much for joining me for the Pixel Art Challenge. I found that so many teachers are just spending way more time on pixel art images than they need to, and I wanted to show you how easily it can actually be done through this challenge. So here's your challenge. Basically, you're going to create your image, and you're also going to create your question set along with all the answers in 10 minutes or less. That's the challenge. Okay, you have to finish in 10 minutes or less because teachers are spending way too much time on this. Let's go ahead and get started. So what you'll do first, the formatting's already been done for you, and for right now the answers are all set to 1. So the first thing you'll do is create your image. And to create your image, all you're going to do is use the fill tool. So right now I just selected those and held down shift so I could select all of them, and I'm going to go with a blue color here for my shade on the background. So pick your background color first and then start to fill in the other parts of your image. So for mine, I'm going to have the first couple rows here, and I'm going to make those black for the image that I'm creating. Okay, so you're basically just creating your image. And you can hold down the shift button, and then if you want to select an item that is not right next to or right on top of your cell that you're trying to select, you can hold down the control button. Okay, so I'm just going to control and then click these cells, and this is going to be the outline of my image. So all of these cells are just going to be black. We'll go down to about here. Okay, I'm still just holding down the control button for all these cells. Okay, that last row actually isn't where I want it to be. I'm going to move that over here. And I'm just going to, you can either undo or you can just go back in and fill for that one. Okay, and if you can't tell the image that I'm creating so far, apparently your students have not been on the Among Us craze, but I have a feeling that most of you were able to figure out that that was the image that I was creating. Now remember, for the challenge, you can create whatever image you like, but for mine, I'm going to create an Among Us character, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so you guys don't have to watch the entire thing. This is your 10-minute challenge, not my 10-minute challenge. Okay, so just go ahead and create your image. Okay, that's the first thing you want to do. And then when you're done creating your image, I'll slow the video back down so we can take a look here. Okay, I actually had that in the wrong spot, so just moving that over. And now I'll just speed up the process here so you guys can just see my image as it's completed. All right, so now that our image is completed, the next step you're going to do to create your pixel art image in 10 minutes or less is simply go through and delete all of your answers. Okay, so as you can see, the conditional formatting has been set for you already. And if you've seen videos before showing you how to do the conditional formatting, that's certainly a way that you can do the conditional formatting, but there is an easier method. Um, and then as students type in the correct answer, the images will start to appear. All right, so the next thing we have to do though is we have to create some questions that your students can solve that you are actually going to use in your classroom. So let's say you're doing decimal operations or fraction operations, or maybe you're doing vocabulary or something along those lines. We're going to use these columns for that information. If you need more space for students to write their answers, all you have to do is extend where they would answer. Okay, you can make that longer or shorter depending on your needs. I don't really need it very big. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because I'm actually just going to do integer operations for my activity. Okay, so let's do 2 plus -3. And then remember, you want to try to make your activity and your questions something that's not going to take you a ton of time. You're trying to do this in 10 minutes or less. All right, -4 plus -4. And then I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process and type in the rest of my answers. I'll catch back up with you once I have my problems in. All right, now that I have my questions done, the next thing I want to do is head on over to my answer key. Now you do want to write down your answers for your problems first, and then head over to your answer key. And on your answer key, you just want to make sure that you put the answers in the correct order. So for this particular one, all of them are set to equal 1. That was just so you could test your image. Go ahead and type in your correct answers. In this case, I had -1, -8 was actually the next two answers. And go ahead and type in all of the correct answers there. And then we'll head back over to our image. And now it won't accept 1 as the correct answer unless 1 actually is the correct answer, which it was for this particular question. And now you have your ready-to-use resource that students can now type in the correct answer, and you didn't have to touch the conditional formatting at all. All you had to do was touch the paint bucket. It's literally that simple when you use the right formula for your conditional formatting. I hope you enjoyed this challenge, and I hope you got in your image in under 10 minutes. All right, guys, thanks for taking the Pixel Art Challenge.